The mission's touchdown marked a critical leap forward in lunar exploration, especially as the lander Vikram and its rover Pragun began to traverse an area never before explored in such intimate detail. The southern pole of the Moon has long been a target of scientific interest. Shrouded in mystery and potential, it's a region characterized by permanent shadows, deep craters, and extremes in temperature that pose both a threat and a promise. And now, thanks to a startling revelation recently shared by physicist Michio Kaku, it appears Chandrayaan-3 may have made a discovery that reshapes everything we thought we understood about the Moon and possibly even the early history of our solar system. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. While the mission began with objectives centered around analyzing lunar soil, studying seismic activity, and confirming the presence of water ice, what it found instead sent shockwaves through scientific communities across the globe. According to Kaku's revelations, the instruments aboard the Vikram lander and the Pragun rover uncovered evidence of a subsurface anomaly, an unnatural concentration of high-density material lying beneath the surface near the lunar south pole. Initially dismissed as a quirk of lunar geology, repeated readings confirmed it was no ordinary mineral deposit. The implications grew darker, stranger, more profound. What Chandrayaan-3 discovered wasn't merely a trove of elements or a deep frozen lake of water ice. It was something entirely alien in composition, shape, and electromagnetic signature. The instruments recorded irregular magnetic pulses emanating from the object, far stronger and more consistent than any known natural occurrence on the Moon. The phenomenon didn't match known profiles for iron-rich rock or nickel concentrations. It behaved unlike any natural geophysical anomaly. It absorbed certain frequencies of electromagnetic radiation while reflecting others with an uncanny precision. It pulsed in intervals. It wasn't just there. It was active. This electromagnetic behavior drew immediate comparisons to artificial structures. The anomaly appeared to be encased in a highly reflective material beneath the regolith, buried beneath layers of dust and lunar crust. Unlike typical mineral formations that show random chaotic signal distributions, this anomaly exhibited order, symmetry in its structure, patterned responses to electromagnetic waves, and a consistent pattern of pulses in time. At a glance, the data could be misinterpreted as malfunction or interference, but further analysis from Earth-based stations confirmed the readings were genuine. This was something far more intentional than coincidental. Kaku, known for his visionary approach to cosmology and theoretical physics, emphasized that the data bore hallmarks of techno-signature, evidence of technology, not of this world. Such a statement was not made lightly, especially coming from a scientist deeply familiar with the risks of premature conclusions. Yet, there it was. Chandrayaan-3 may have uncovered the first solid hint of an artificial structure, or at the very least, an unknown engineered object on the Moon. The implications of such a find reach beyond planetary science and touch on the very foundations of human understanding. The south pole of the Moon has been speculated to be one of the most promising locations for establishing permanent lunar outposts, mainly due to its persistent shadowed regions, which preserve water ice and could sustain human life. But now with this discovery, it's apparent that the region might hold more than just resources. It might harbor secrets, possibly remnants of an ancient presence. The nature of the anomaly, whether it's the remnants of an ancient probe, a dormant alien device, or a geological structure so advanced it mimics intelligence, is still unknown. But the very possibility opens up new branches of thought across multiple disciplines. Geophysicists are now re-evaluating old assumptions about lunar formation. The Moon was thought to be a result of a colossal impact between Earth and a Mars-sized planetesimal. It's been considered geologically dead for billions of years. But this new anomaly, especially given its energy emissions, contradicts that narrative. If it's emitting energy, what powers it? If it's artificial, who or what put it there and why? If it's some sort of forgotten human artifact, that alone would be shocking, as no known missions either from the US, USSR, or any other country have ever reached that coordinate. Yet, the object exists and it's very much alive in the data. Speculation is running rampant among astrobiologists. The notion that life, intelligent or otherwise, could have made contact with or visited our moon in some prehistoric epoch is no longer confined to the realm of science fiction. It's becoming a plausible hypothesis that demands attention. Even if the anomaly is not a relic of alien civilization, its properties are so far outside the scope of known natural lunar phenomena that it challenges the current scientific consensus. Could it be a sensor, a beacon, an archive, or something more ominous? Something placed deliberately to monitor or to be triggered under specific conditions. Engineers and data analysts at ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, were the first to notice inconsistencies in the telemetry. At first, minor anomalies were brushed aside. Data spikes, unusual temperature gradients, localized gravity fluctuations. But when these phenomena coalesced around a singular coordinate, attention turned to it with greater urgency. Deploying all remaining resources of the Prajan rover toward that point, the probe maneuvered as close as its range and power allowed, beaming back high-resolution scans, electromagnetic readings, and spectrographic analyses. The closer the rover got, the stranger the data became. The material composing the anomaly had properties unexplainable by current models. Its reflectivity was near perfect in certain bands of the spectrum, but pitch black in others. Its atomic structure deduced from spectrometry suggested elements that are theoretically stable but not known to occur naturally in such concentrations. These findings raised questions about advanced material engineering. It seemed like a product, not a formation. The object's presence also affected nearby instrumentation. The rover's signals suffered intermittent dropouts when in proximity. Onboard gyroscopes and accelerometers briefly malfunctioned before stabilizing again, indicating some kind of interference field. But it wasn't just a disruptive presence. It was also reactive. Instruments showed feedback loops as though the object was scanning back. The rover wasn't just observing, it was being observed. This reciprocal behavior shook the scientific team. It suggested the object possessed some level of awareness or at least an automated response mechanism. It turned a curiosity into a potential intelligence. The idea that we might be standing on the threshold of direct contact, albeit with a silent, possibly ancient technology, is no longer relegated to the fringes of possibility. It stands squarely in the realm of current inquiry. There is another layer to this discovery that cannot be overlooked: the timing. As Earth enters an age where private space travel is becoming more viable and plans are underway for lunar colonization and mining, this find raises ethical and existential questions. If there is or ever was another intelligence involved in our moon's history, what rights do we have to excavate and commercialize it? Does this anomaly suggest a warning or an invitation? Michio Kaku pointed out that certain frequencies emitted from the object mimic those seen in pulsars. Astronomers